You ever said something in the heat of the moment and then just instantly regretted it? I mean, maybe you snapped at your coworker, yelled at your spouse, maybe even fired off that text that you wish you could take back. That's what happens when we allow our emotions to control us instead of the other way around. In this video, I'm going to go over 3 key steps that you need to apply today that will help you manage that stress and not suppress those emotions. Let's get to work. A while back, I had a situation at work. I was already stressed, running on fumes. Everything is just running high. Then my manager hit me with, I need this done ASAP. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I felt it instantly. I mean, instantly. This tightness in my chest, the jaw clenching. Before I knew it, I was typing a passive aggressive reply and something like, sure, I guess I'll sleep for this. I guess I'll cancel my sleep. Just a little passive aggressive. But right there, right before I hit send, I stopped for a second. I just stopped and I took a breath and I asked myself, is this really how I want to handle this? Now, in that moment, I wanted to send it. But when I stopped and paused, that moment of pause, it completely changed everything. Now, what I'm talking about today is regulation, the regulation of your particular emotions. Now, what is emotional regulation? You might be asking me. Well, it's your ability to manage your feelings. So don't control your actions. It's not suppressing the feelings. It's what keeps you from lashing out when you're angry, panicking when you're stressed, or even shutting down when you're overwhelmed. Think of it like driving. Your emotions are the gas pedal, but emotional regulation, those are the brakes. Now, without it, you're just speeding towards disaster. So, how can you actually regulate emotions in real time? And I'm going to go over these 3 steps. Don't forget to hit that like button, share with your friends and family, and subscribe for the algorithm so we can get this message out there. Here are 3 ways that I'm going to give you right now that you can stay in control, that you can manage these emotions without suppressing them. Number 1, it's called the 90-second rule. Now, did you know that emotions, it was real interesting when I looked this up. Did you know that emotions only last 90 seconds? Now, unless we keep fueling them, adding fuel to the fire, they're going to last only 90 seconds. Yeah, only 90 seconds. But here's the thing, that anger, that stress, that frustration, they can't fade away if we keep replaying that situation in our mind. So, next time that you feel overwhelmed, next time that you feel stressed out, and you have that feeling of frustration and anger, I want you to set a timer for 90 seconds. Instead of reacting, just breathe for the situation and let the emotion to rise and let the emotion fall. And I promise you, you'll be shocked on how quickly your emotions pass once you stop fueling them. The second thing that you want to do, it's called the power of labeling your emotions, naming that emotion. Now, I know it's pretty simple, but it's a very, very effective tool. You ever notice when you say something like, I'm furious, you just keep feeling angrier and angrier. But when you say something like, I'm frustrated, but I need more time, all of a sudden it's manageable because now you know why you're frustrated. So you're labeling your frustration, but you're diving to why you're frustrated. And what it does, it shifts you from reacting to your emotions to actually understanding your emotions. So instead of saying I'm stressed, try I'm feeling pressure because I want to do a good job. What it does, it just rewires the brain to try to stay calm. It's all about a mindset shift. And you got to start today by switching that mindset. The third thing that you want to do, before we get into the third thing, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that share button, hit them notifications so we can get the algorithm going. We can push this message out there. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic, right? Anybody ever dealt with traffic? My God. You can fume and say, this is ruining my day. The power of that speech. Or you can do what we call the reframe it trick. You can reframe it and say, this is giving me extra time to listen to a podcast. This is giving me extra time to come up with my plan, come up with my strategy, or work a little more on project by thinking it through. This reframing, it doesn't change the reality. Let's not get that twisted. It does not change your reality. But what it does, it changes how you see that reality. And that change how you feel about it based on what you see, because we're visual people. We see everything through our eyes. Let's say someone sends you a rude email. It could be your coworker, could be your spouse, be your friend. Instead of instantly replying, step away for about 90 seconds. Remember, we talked about that 90-second rule. Allow those emotions to pass, because in 90 seconds, you're going to feel a different way. In that 90 seconds, you want to label that particular feeling, such as I'm frustrated because I feel disrespected. And then you reframe it by saying, maybe they're having a bad day. I'll respond professionally instead of emotionally. This emotional regulation, what it does, it stops you from reacting on autopilot. And now you're starting to make choices that you won't regret later. That you don't have to say, oh, I apologize for that because I allowed my emotions to get the best of me and I just blasted off. All right. So let's get these emotions together. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that notification so we can get this pushed through the algorithm. Now, here's your challenge. Can't leave you without a challenge, team. You know I can't leave you without your weekly challenge. So here's the challenge. Next time you feel that emotion bubbling up, rising up like the lava volcano, I want you to pause for 90 seconds. Set a timer, pause for 90 seconds. Let yourself feel it. Don't suppress it. Feel that emotion, but don't react to it. Is drop a comment with one situation where you wish you had a better handle over your emotions. And next week, we're going to really get into the most powerful aspect of emotional intelligence, and that's motivation. How do you push through when you're feeling drained, when you're feeling unmotivated or stuck? You don't want to miss this. So hit that subscribe button, share with your friends and family, and hit that notification. And I'll see you next week. Remember that self-work is the best work. So let's get to work. Peace.